Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nasze programy oferują wiele języków. Prosimy zobaczyć suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Whoever recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra will never again endure a hellish rebirth, will abandon all evil friends, and will soon behold the Buddha of countless light. Please continue watching to find out more.
The people of Myanmar say Mingalaba Kinba to visitors, meaning hello in Burmese, the main language of Myanmar. I'm Mong. The gentle Myanmar people pray that Buddha will strengthen your faith to enable you to achieve your ultimate spiritual goal. Buddha, or Gautama Buddha, also known as Shakyamuni Buddha, was a great, extraordinary spiritual master from ancient India. Born as Prince Siddhartha Gautama in the 5th century BC, he would have naturally inherited the vast wealth of a kingdom. However, the prince left the palace life in search of spiritual knowledge. After years of contemplative seeking, the Buddha attained great enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He then shared the merits of his practice by providing a method for other sentient beings to be freed from the cycle of death and rebirth. The rich treasury of Buddha's spiritual doctrine on universal truths is studied and revered to this day for its deep wisdom and compassion. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is also known as the Universal Worthy Bodhisattva and is associated with practice and meditation in the Mahayana Buddhism. He is also known as Ph賢in Chinese, Ph賢in Japanese, Ph贤菩薩 in Korean, and Khangtu Zangpo in Tibetan, while Manjusri Bodhisattva is for prajna or transcendent wisdom. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is for action. Together with Gautama Buddha and Manjusri Bodhisattva, they are known as the three sages of the Avantamsaka world. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is the patron of the Lotus Sutra, and he made the 10 great vows in his path to full Buddhahood, according to the Avantamsaka Sutra or Flower Adornment Sutra. Thus, he is also being addressed as the Bodhisattva of great conduct. The 10 great vows of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva are: 1. To worship and respect all Buddhas. 2. To make praises to the task come ones. 3. To practice profoundly the giving of offerings. 4. To repent and reform all karmic hindrance. 5. To rejoice and follow in merit and virtue. 6. To request that the Dharma will be turned. 7. To request that the Buddhas remain in the world. 8. To always follow the Buddha's teaching. 9. To constantly accord with all living beings. 10. To transfer all merit and virtue universally. The 10th vow is particularly common with many Buddhists who religiously dedicate their merit and good works to all beings after prayers and meditation. We will now continue to share with you excerpts from the vows of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra Sutra, the aspiration of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra. The aspiration of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra. May I perceive upon a single atom the perfect design of the pure realms of the past, present, and future. Thus, may I enter into the realms of the victorious Buddhas in all directions. May the illuminators of the worlds of the future realize the stage of Buddhahood, of turning the wheel, and of the profound peace of Nirvana, and may I always be in their presence. May I acquire the perfectly accomplished powers of enlightenment, the power of miraculous swiftness, the power of perfection of every spiritual path, and the power of all virtuous qualities. May I acquire the power of all pervasive love, the power of the merit of every virtue, the power of all transcendental wisdom, and the powers of perfect knowledge, method, and meditation. May the power of action be utterly purified, the power of passions utterly subdued, the power of demons utterly destroyed, and the power of the deeds of Samantabhadra perfected. May the ocean of lands be purified, the ocean of beings liberated, the ocean of Dharma realized, and the ocean of wisdom fully attained. May the ocean of practice be purified and the oceans of aspirations accomplished. May the oceans of Buddhas be ceaselessly worshipped and the deeds of enlightenment tirelessly performed. May I completely fulfill all perfect aspirations to enlightened activities in order to attain the stage of the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and future, according to the deeds of Samantabhadra. The eldest son of the victorious Buddhas is called Samantabhadra. I dedicate all these victorious actions that my deeds may be like his. May my body, speech, mind, activities, and environment always be pure, and may I become equal to this excellent aspiration of Samantabhadra. May I tirelessly accomplish the virtuous deeds of Samantabhadra and the aspirations of the Bodhisattva Manjusri throughout all future eons. May there be no limit to my activities. May there be no limit to my virtues. Through limitless perseverance, may I accomplish all miraculous deeds. The limit of living beings is like the limit of open space. May the limit of my aspirations be equal to the limit of their activities and passions. Whoever offers to the victorious Buddhas all the perfect joys of gods and men, and the infinite realms of the 10 directions adorned with jewels, for as many eons as there are atoms in those realms, they shall gain great merit. But whoever hears this greatest dedication prayer and is inspired by faith to intensely desire supreme enlightenment shall gain even higher and holier merit. Whoever recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra will never again endure hellish rebirth, will abandon all evil friends, and will soon behold the Buddha of countless light. They will gain all benefits, live in happiness, attain precious human rebirth, and soon become like Samantabhadra himself. Even those who in ignorance committed the 5 unredeemable sins will soon be completely purified by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra. They will achieve perfect wisdom, a radiant countenance, ethereal form, auspicious physical marks, and a noble birth. Profane and devilish beings will not trouble them, and they will be honored in the 3 realms. They will quickly reach the royal tree of enlightenment, residing there to benefit all living beings. As enlightened Buddhas, they will turn the wheel of the Dharma, taming the demonic hosts. Whoever knows, teaches, or recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra shall ultimately attain perfect Buddhahood. May none despair of complete enlightenment. In whatever way, valiant Manjusri and Samantabhadra know how to transfer merit, so do I dedicate all of my own virtues that I might train to be like them. Through this dedication, praised as supreme by the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and future, I dedicate all of these roots of virtue to accomplishing the deeds of Samantabhadra. At the moment of my death, may all obscurations be removed, that I may behold the Buddha of boundless light and go to the pure land of perfect bliss. In that blissful land, may I completely fulfill all of these aspirations and benefit all beings as long as the universe remains. Joyful there, in that blessed assembly of the Buddhas, may I be reborn like the holy ones from an exquisite lotus, and may the Buddha Amitabha himself foretell my own enlightenment. May I thereafter accomplish countless benefits for living beings in all the 10 directions by the power of perfect wisdom in its myriad incarnations. Through whatever small virtue I have gathered by reciting these aspirations of Samantabhadra, may all the virtuous aspirations of living beings be accomplished in a single instant. Through the boundless merit gained by so dedicating this aspiration of Samantabhadra, may the countless beings drowning in the torrent of suffering reach the stage of Amitabha. May this greatest of dedication prayers benefit countless living beings. May reciting this ornament of Samantabhadra release all beings from the suffering of the lower realms. Benevolent viewers, it's been a pleasure to have your company for today's excerpts from the vows of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra Sutra, the aspiration of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, Part 2 of 2 on words of wisdom. Coming up next is Heritage of Russian Pianism, pianist Alexander Stuckman, Part 1 of 3, right after noteworthy news. May you be inspired to follow the footsteps of the Samantabhadra Bodhisattva and attain full enlightenment.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.